Hi there, I'm teacher Eric. Welcome to today's video lesson. On today's video, we will study the simple past. Let's remember that the simple past is used for actions that started in the past and finished in the past. Let's start checking first the affirmative form of the simple past. Here we have two examples. The first one says, Amelie called her mom last night. So this is what she did last night. She did it only one time. What was the action? She called. Okay. The second example says, George and Harry made a cake last weekend. Okay. This is an action that occurred the past weekend. Let's analyze these sentences. If you notice these two sentences in yellow, they have the subjects Emily, and in the second one, George and Harry. Then we have in green, we have the verbs in the simple past form of the verbs. The only difference is that in the first example, we have a regular verb, and in the second one, we have an irregular verb. After that, we have complements. In the first one, her mom. In the second one, a cake. And finally, we have a time expression, which is last night and last weekend. Very important to notice, if we want to move the position of the time expression, it is possible to place it at the beginning of the sentence. So I can say, last night, Amelie called her mom, or last weekend, George and Harry made a cake. Now let's take a look at the negative form of the sentences in the simple past. We have Amelie did not call her mom last night, and George and Harry didn't make a cake last weekend. We have to notice two important things in these two sentences. The first one is that we need the auxiliary to make this sentence negative. We have did not, which is the complete form, and we have didn't, which is the contracted form. Both are correct. Remember that the complete form is formal, the contracted form is informal. The second important thing that we have to notice here is that the verbs, which are in green, they are in the base form. We have a sentence that is negative in the simple past. We have auxiliary, didn't or did not. So we need the verb in the base form. We have call and we have make. Now we have the interrogative form. Let's read examples. They say, did Amelie call her mom last night? Yes, she did. Did George and Harry make a cake last weekend? Okay, what do we notice here? In order to make these questions, which are yes/no questions, at the beginning of the questions, we need the auxiliary did. After that, we need the subject or subjects. And then we need the verb. We have the verb there in green. And again, just as in the negative sentences, we need the verb in the base form, not in the past form. Okay, so we say, did Amelie call her mom? No. Did Amelie called? No. Okay, and did George and Harry make? No, made. Okay, and of course these two are yes/no questions, so we respond with yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. So now let's move on to the information questions in the simple past. Let's read what they say. Who did Amelie call last night, and what did George and Harry make last weekend? If you notice, these information questions are similar to the yes/no questions, but these ones have question words. They have who and what. We can use any others like when, where, how, etc. And also, just as in the information yes/no questions, we need the verb in the base form, not in the simple past form. Okay, and the response for these questions, well, they are only affirmative sentences in the simple past. That's it for today's video. I'm teacher Eric. Thank you so much for watching. If you need some more information on the pronunciation of the verbs in the simple past form, regular verbs, there is a link for this video. Thank you so much. See you next time.